Welcome back to Casual Homesteader. I'm Ashley. If you've never been to the channel before, first off, welcome and thank you for clicking on this video. Today, I need to meal prep some stuff for my baby. So we're gonna meal prep mini frittatas. First off, sorry about the weird angle. My camera stand has magically disappeared. I don't know if the baby grabbed it or what, but I cannot find my camera stand for the life of me. So we're using a weird suction cup thing to my refrigerator door right now. Anyways, so what you're gonna need is a mini, I'm using mini muffin. I have these silicone muffin things. I greased it. I probably don't need to, but I did. And then I have a regular baking pan underneath, so I don't have any problems getting out of the oven. I preheated the oven to 375. While that's heating up, I'm gonna get my ingredients ready. Well, first off, you're gonna need eggs. This recipe, I'm using 6 eggs because I'm gonna make more because I'm gonna vacuum seal them and freeze them so we can use them for future breakfasts. You'll also need like a dairy base. A lot of recipes call for like heavy whipping cream. For my recipe, I'm using non-fat Greek yogurt. I use it for my scrambled eggs and it seems to work really well. It makes a nice fluff for them. So we're gonna try them in these little mini frittatas. And my spinach is not completely mature in the garden yet. So I'm using some frozen spinach right now, frozen chopped up spinach. I'm also gonna add some diced Roma tomato and some cheese using Colby Jack cheese. I'm also gonna add a little bit of onion powder and garlic powder to it. Not too much because I don't want it to be overpowering, and some salt and pepper. Now here I got my KitchenAid mixer. This is a brand new addition. This wasn't in any part of my videos before. I actually got this for Christmas and I am taking every opportunity and every advantage to use it. I absolutely love it. You don't need a KitchenAid. This is just something that my husband got me and I absolutely love it. So I'm taking advantage of it. A mixing bowl and a whisk work just fine for this. So I have about 4 tablespoons of this non-fat Greek yogurt in here, and I'm just gonna add it slowly because the recipe calls for 4 tablespoons of heavy whipped cream, and since this isn't heavy whipping cream, I'm gonna see what it looks like consistency-wise. All right, that looks like a pretty good consistency. All right, I'm gonna start adding in the spinach. And the tomato. And now I'm gonna add in a little bit of the cheese. I'm not gonna add in all the cheese because I'd like to top it with cheese. Now some salt and pepper. It may look like I'm putting a lot of pepper in here by how many times I'm twisting this grinder, but this grinder really sucks. I'm not getting nearly as much as I do with that salt. Add in the onion powder. I just kind of eyeball the recipe. I don't really follow the instructions to a T. Unless it's something I have not made before, then I usually tend to follow the recipe to a T. I'm just doing a little bit of garlic because sometimes it can be overpowering. That should be good. So I still have a little bit of the heavy, not the heavy, I have a little bit of the non-fat Greek yogurt left. So I probably used about 3.5 tablespoons. Next, to make it easier on yourself, get a measuring cup with a pour spout, and then take your mixing bowl and just pour it right in. Instructions say to add about a heaping tablespoon of this to each muffin tin. I'm gonna eyeball it, give it room to rise. A little much, it's fine. That's a little much. Ooh, a little much. Some of these I'm going to even out. The chunks are throwing me off. Just gonna add a little bit more cheese to the top of them. Here's our frittatas. So we're gonna put them, since I have these in mini muffin tins, I'm gonna go ahead and pop this in the oven for about 10 minutes. So as I just said, I don't necessarily have a recipe I follow to the T when it comes to frittatas. Frittatas are super easy. All you need is an egg. Actually, all you need is egg and dairy really for it. But I add spinach. You can add peppers. You could add whatever. It's basically like whatever's out of your fridge you can add to a frittata. So it's really easy to do. You make healthy, nutritious meals for your kids. I let them cool down and I'll vacuum seal them, and then I vacuum seal them and then I freeze them, and then I pull them out here like every morning or so. And then, well, I used to pull them out every morning and she would eat them. She'd down them. But we'll see how this goes recently because she is on a new level. Moms of between 1 and 2, I feel for you. I feel for you. It is not terrible twos, but it's a time when they're roaming around. She just started walking too. So at a time when they're roaming around, their hands are in everything. They're yelling at you. They're screaming, and it's you'll be cleaning up one of their messes. You'll be cleaning up one of their messes, and then they'll be in another heaping pile of mess somewhere else, just across the room. Like, it's, I feel for you. But yeah, as far as frittatas go, they're super easy, and you can throw whatever you want in them. If you want a recipe to follow, I will link a recipe that I loosely based, mainly for like the temperature settings and time. So we're gonna let this cook in the oven and then we'll see how they turn. Mini frittatas are done. I did end up baking them longer than 10 minutes, probably because I used the non-fat Greek yogurt. I ended up baking them for about 15 minutes. I did the 10 and I saw they still didn't look quite right. So then I added 2 and then I added another 2. So 15 minutes to get it to this. And they look pretty good. I'm just waiting for them to cool off enough to pull out of the forms and finish baking what I have left over. Get ready to vacuum seal these and store these in the freezer. After everything is said and done, I have about 14 days worth of egg bites. I put 2 to a bag, so they should last me about 14 days. Depends on if she's feeling like eating these or not, or if she wants more or less 14 days. And just put them in the freezer. All right guys, those are mini frittatas. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. You take care.